Okay, I'm going to use Alyssa's spreadsheet here to show you some tips. She did a great job with it. She did have these filled in, by the way, but I'm going to start off by showing you how to do this here. So if I'm going to use a formula in Excel, I tell Excel or Google Sheets that by using an equal sign, and that lets them know that I'm not just typing in something that I want to show up as it is in the cell. I'm trying to create a calculation. So in this case, I want to add this number plus this number minus this one. And I can do that by either clicking on the cells themselves, which I'm doing right now, or I could just type in the cell references. And when I press enter, notice that the formula itself shows up in the formula bar, but the result of the formula shows up here. Now pay close attention to this. What I can do now is just grab this bottom right and drag it down, and it automatically fills in the formula. So you might wonder, if this is the first time you're seeing this, what about the fact that I need to take B3 and then B4 and then B5? So Google Sheets and Excel will both automatically read your formula and adjust. If you don't want it to adjust, you can do that by putting in dollar signs. So look at what I've done there. And now if I would drag down here, it's going to update the C and the D, but the B2 will stay the same because of those dollar signs. Now in this case, that's not what I want. And if I undo that, I'm back to the correct formula that I needed to use there. So getting these text in red and bold and centered, you can do just by selecting the text, going up to text color. If it's not the color you already want, you click on the arrow, choose any color you want. With the bold, bold is right there, centered text is right there. One that was a little harder for some people, so notice that line that's going underneath each of these cells in the column header. That's important because it's separating the headers from the actual data that we're looking at, helpful for the reader. So to do that, you select these top cells, and this borders button right here. If you click on it, you have several different options for where you want a border to show up. So this is the bottom border that we're using in this case. And one final thing, how do I read these comments? Notice that there's these yellow triangles in a couple of the top right corners. You can hover over them and you can see the specific responses, and if you click on it, you could respond to those. You can also click up here in the comments thread, and that will show you all the different comments that have been made in the entire workbook. You may have to scroll through to find the ones specific to that sheet. And you can also add comments this way. Or one final way here at the bottom left, notice that I have this black 2 that's telling me there's 2 comments on the sheet. If I click on it, they'll both become exposed. And then if I click on these triple dots, I can edit or add a comment to that. Okay, let me know if you had any other questions.